Take your time, Simon.
James, what was your overall assessment of the game?
A little bit frustrating. Obviously we're happy to get the win, but we know we judge ourselves pretty harshly because we want to be, we just want to get better and better. I thought the first half was a little bit disappointing. We just didn't get into the kind of flow we wanted to for a number of reasons. I thought the second half was better, still kind of looking for that full 80-minute performance that we want to get out of this kind of pre-season block. So a lot of lessons, but definitely, heading into Samoa next week, that'll be the ambition to put in a performance that we can be really happy with for the full 80 minutes.
What was your take on the line-out today? What was going on?
Their line of defence was good. Got good air pressure. But the main pressure we came under was just pressure on the ground. They were able to get through seams very effectively, so we gave them too much access there, so they were able to swim through and either cause us to knock on the ball, or we weren't able to retain possession. So it's just some poor drill, and generally the line-out's been a real strength of ours and something we like going to, so it's a good reminder for us that we need to be fully on it, and we'll have to take some lessons from it today going into next week and going into the next few weeks.
Are they small fixes?
Yeah, I think they are small fixes, and we just didn't get it quite right today. I don't know if it was a focus or a concentration thing or what it was, but they're little things that we'll have to. They're little things, but they're important things. So we'll have to fix up with them.
James, sorry, you spoke about the performance, maybe not up to the level that you desired, but at the flip side, your team, they found key moments in the game just to get over the line. That must be pleasing on the other side.
Yeah, it was. Look, we still, 5 tries? We still we're still able to get important tries, at different moments of the game, and we're still able to put them away. So, it's definitely not all doom and gloom. There was definitely some positive stuff as well, and so we were happy with that as well. But
the moment at the end, I think it's what everybody wanted. But as a camp, to see Keith go over such special scenes, you don't always get the good story in sport, but today it was just magical.
Yeah, it was kind of almost disbelief when you saw him catch and score that try in the corner of the celebration at all. It was some buzz. I think the stars were aligned for that moment. So we're delighted. Like he's a bit of an inspirational figure in our camp. I know we've mentioned that. You could feel the energy and just the buzz, as I said, in the stadium when he got over. It was brilliant.
Thanks, Michael.
Jim, just back to the line out, there was one there when you were talking to the referee. I don't know if he did you for banking or obstruction again, and you had a different view of it than him. Did you think that he'd been finessing that and he had it right, or what was your point there to him? Because it's a common occurring penalty. So
Yeah.
What's the story?
So his take on it was that our backlifter came too far round, so he blocked their access. And my point of view was that they spun us, so they spun the backlifter, and they did it very effectively. So probably they presented a picture to him that we were, blocking access when actually they just spun quite well.
Yeah.
So that was my take on it. I understand that. Something like that for the ref happens very quickly, and they are looking at a lot of things. So definitely not, giving out about the decision, but certainly that was the way I felt. It was at the time, but we'll have to have a look at it again.
Last question for the digital section.
Yeah, James, just wondering, it's tough coming into the warm-ups for the World Cup here with regards to combinations. How do you kind of work on that on a week-to-week basis when your partner in the second row changes quite often? I know it's a necessity coming into the World Cup, but I'm just wondering how you deal with it on a daily basis.
I think the way we've trained all summer has helped us deal with that. I know the lads have mentioned before, but the pre-season for us has been all rugby based. So all our training, all conditioning, 99% of it has been rugby based. So you know, we've had a lot of time to work together in different combinations. So yeah, I guess the way we've trained, I think has helped us kind of fast track that cohesion. That might take you, you know, 3 or 4 games to get to, but hopefully we'll get it quicker now because of the work that we put in.
And do you think the guys like Joe McCarthy have done really well coming in when they've been required to back up for yourselves during games?
Yeah, big time. Thought he's done really well coming off the bench today and the week before against Italy. So yeah, he's been flying it.
Dan Sheehan, anybody else? How are they looking?
Dan's he's lost a bit of power in his foot. It seems to be the same old story, doesn't it? But anyway, we won't know until we get it looked at, scanned or whatever. So we'll probably know more in the morning in that regard.
Okay. And any other casualties?
No.
You had two head bangs for those.
It was fine. It was fine. Yeah, no problems there.
Okay.
So.
And in
Came
general,
through.
was that by the end? It felt like the sort of send-off that you had been hoping for. But in general, how would you rate it out of 10?
I thought it had a bit of everything, good, bad, and ugly. Really, as in the first half, I weren't too happy at half time. I thought, we had them in a place where we could just try and push a little bit harder and make it a little bit easier for ourselves, but we didn't. We didn't kick on in the first half. Probably because England's line-out defence was pretty good and it made it a bit scrappy for ourselves. But I was really pleased that we found our rhythm back into the game, certainly in the second half there. In regards to the line-out as well, I thought he was much better, and therefore I thought we scored some great tries. But first half, we could have come out the blocks a little bit harder and pushed a little bit more there. But the story of the game is we won, which is great. We scored 5 tries, so hopefully that's nice for the crowd and a little bit entertaining, before we go away. But obviously the story of the day is very fitting that Keith gets his 100th cap, and we make sure he does that with a W, and also him scoring the try and Keith Earls stay in the corner as well. Just made the day for everyone, really.
Thanks. On guys.
He did well. I thought his work rate was very good. He's always busy. He's always looking to try and make something happen. A couple of errors that he got over pretty well and carried on with his game. So I thought he'd a solid game.
Are you any closer to your 33 now?
I'm always close. Yeah, always close. See how people pull up tomorrow. See how they train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll finalise that towards the end of the week internally, and then we'll let you know on
Last
28th.
question. Sorry.
What impact did the red card have on the game? What did you make of the red card?
It's again, a red card that somebody will have a look at and make the right decision. It's just. It is what it is, isn't it? We're seeing more and more of that. It just highlights for us massively that it isn't just the tackle light or whatever. It's discipline just in general. There's cards everywhere at the minute, isn't there? And there's a realisation as well that at the start of a competition, certainly in World Cups, referees are always going to be red hot on stuff. So making sure that we're the most disciplined side is something that we're chasing down.
Thanks. Ed, last question for someone.
I know you said you're waiting to hear about Dan and how serious that is, but with Ronan also out at the moment, is that possibly a concern for you going forward in that position?
Possibly. Ronan's going to be fine. Ronan will be fine. The extent of Dan, we don't know. We've had Dermot Barron in camp as well. There's before Tom Stewart's been going great guns within camp, so we'll be fine.
You think got sufficient backup if there is an issue?
Pardon?
You think you've got sufficient backup if you have to go down that route?
Yeah.